Welcome to the Simply Vegan podcast from the team at Vegan Food and Living, the UK's best-selling vegan magazine. Every Tuesday, we taste test the newest vegan products, discuss the latest vegan news, and answer your questions on everything from nutrition and supplementation to recipe ideas and dealing with negative backlash. Every Thursday, we speak to some of the leading names in veganism, from doctors and scientists to vegan chefs, celebrities, and authors. Head to your platform of choice to like and subscribe and stay up to date with all the latest episodes. You can also listen to us on your smart speaker or on YouTube. And don't forget to leave us a review to help spread the word and help others on their plant-powered journey. Whether you're vegan for the animals, your health, the planet, or all of the above, it's important to protect your nutrient intakes. The Vegan Society's chewable multivitamin Veg 1 is a convenient way to do so. Veg 1 contains 7 essential nutrients, including vitamins B12, D3, and iodine, and is packaged in a 100% plastic-free tin. A 6-month supply is priced at just £12.70. That's around 7 pence per day. And the best part is, Vegan Food and Living Plus members get an extra 10% off. Browse the range at vegansociety.com/veg1 and support the Vegan Society today. Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Simply Vegan podcast. How are you today, Molly?
I'm okay, thank you. I am recovering from a bit of a stressful weekend, to be honest. Had a few nightmares. My phone, my bag got nicked. I didn't. I've put it somewhere and I don't know where it's gone.
Oh no, what do you mean? In a pub or?
No, I wish. I was on my way back from Tesco. From getting out of the car to going into my house, I have lost my bag with my purse.
What?
I know. I don't even know. I literally
oh God. I really hope you find it.
Me too. Me bloody too. It's fine. I've cried all the tears now. It's fine. I'm over it.
Oh, I just hate losing things.
Yeah.
I've had quite a nice weekend. I did loads of dog walking in the woods and on the beach, which was lovely.
Lovely.
I forgot to mention in last week's episode about my dog Charlie being a TV star.
A celebrity.
I know. So during my week off, I was contacted. My boss sent me the email saying they were looking to get in touch with me because I've got a plant-based dog. Because it's all been in the news, hasn't it, about the Blue Cross charity saying that people could be fined up to 20 grand for feeding their dog a vegetarian diet.
Which is just ridiculous.
It's bonkers, if you ask me. But yeah, so it was the Jeremy Vine show on Channel 5. If you actually head to their website, I think you can re-watch it if you wanted to. But yeah, Charlie the Cocker Spaniel was on my lap for the whole time. It was live TV. It was just ridiculous. And people sort of said to me, oh, is it because you were nervous that you had the dog on your lap the whole time? I was like, no, I was nervous because the dog was forced to be on my lap the whole time.
He was a very good boy. He was a very good boy.
He licked my face the whole time, which, as they commented on the show, was disgusting. And he's quite a big dog, so he's definitely not a lap dog. So it was it was hilarious. But yeah, he's a little superstar.
I'm obsessed. I literally love it so much. He is paving the way for plant-based dogs.
Yay! Lewis Hamilton's dogs as well.
Yeah, exactly.
What you've got pets, haven't you, Molly?
Yes, I have. So I've always had dogs all my life. My mum's got dogs, my dad's got dogs. But the beginning of the year, me and my partner decided to get a little cat. And I've never had a cat before, but oh my God, he is our child. He is just the light of my life. I love him so much.
Oh,
he is amazing. His name's Josie. He's named after Josie Wales, the cowboy.
Cute. I love it. What I really love are your stories when we have our weekly company meetings and you're like, just shit in my shoe or
do you know what? I wish it was my shoe. He shits in my plants, my house plants. And it's even worse because he ruins the soil and so many of my plants now are just in like different rooms that he's not allowed in. And then like I have quite a lot of plants. And I quite like that feel, like, you know, being in a jungle, and now I'm not. I'm living in a cat tray.
Don't mess with the house plants. I mean, I'm a bit of a collector of house plants as well. I have to have at least 2 in every single room of the house.
You've got to.
Ideally, like way more. But yeah, if Charlie started doing that, he would be out.
No, he is like, he's learning. But the only thing is, he knows not to do it when we're there. But then when we're not there, he does it. But then when we come back in, we can't shout to him because
it's too late.
It's a hard battle. I feel like a new mum. I know. I'll keep you updated wherever new adventures he gets on.
Well, last week we asked for feedback, and we had an email from Stephen the Vegan. He's referred to himself as this. I'm not just branding. He's Stephen the Vegan, which I love. Stephen the Vegan. It's great name. And he gave us some brilliant feedback. He said he loves the show and misses it when we have the odd week off. Oh,
that's so lovely. That's so nice. I don't think anyone's ever said that to me.
I know. People miss us, Molly.
Oh, I love it.
And he said, go vegans. Amazing. He also suggests that a lot of the products we taste test are obviously processed or highly processed. And he suggests that we kind of outline the nutritional profile of the foods we're testing, which is an absolutely brilliant idea. We do try to mention when things are particularly high in fat or sugar, such as we taste tested some English cheesecake company cheesecakes, didn't we, recently?
The naughtiest things in the world, but
very naughty, but they were delicious. So, you know, we are conscious of the health aspect of things. One thing I would say is, I think it might be a little bit boring for listeners to listen to the whole nutritional profile read out of each thing.
Yeah.
And also another thing I'd say is that because we're testing things as they come to market, probably 95% of the time they're brand new products, we do kind of tend to go through phases. So at the moment, everything we're being sent to test is chocolate based.
So much chocolate.
Yes. Like I said, we are going to be doing the Christmas ranges, which will be more like savory stuff. But a lot of the products that are coming out at the moment are chocolate based because we're heading into winter. It's that comfort sort of season. And obviously Christmas, everyone overindulges. However, January will be Veganuary and everyone will be on, you know, a health kick. So
health kicks.
Watch this space because we'll be testing a lot more healthier products then, which I'm looking forward to.
Should we do another whole food plant-based challenge?
Shall we? Yeah, and I'll try and actually do it properly this time.
I feel like I might need it. I think the thing is, with the rise of veganism and, you know, with all of these really exciting products coming out, there are a lot of like processed products as well, and sort of chocolate alternatives, meat alternatives. So you would just have to, you know, use common sense and just understand that we're not eating this, or we shouldn't be eating this every day of the week for every meal. Everything in moderation.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Well, shall we get on with this week's taste test then?
Yes, let's go.
And I'm so sorry, Stephen the Vegan, but we're going to start with cake or death brownies, which are extremely high in fat and sugar, like any brownie. However, they don't contain dairy, so that's a good thing. This is a thing when you're comparing it to the non-vegan option. They obviously have some health benefits, but sometimes they are higher in fat and sugar. So just look out for the labels. These are a lovely gift, actually, and we're telling everyone about them now so that people can order them in time for Christmas. They're £19 for a box of 6, and they get delivered like through your door, don't they? So they're all wrapped in tissue paper, and they just look
beautiful. They were really so lovely. Nice. They were really nice,
and we tested the Christmas box, limited edition Christmas box, which can be sent from today up until the 19th of December. So it contained 2 gingerbread brownies, 2 pecan salted caramel brownies, and 1 candy. Which was your favourite?
Oh, so obviously the salted pecan was insane. It was so good. That was
my favourite, yeah.
That was my favourite. I did, however, I didn't know how the gingerbread one was going to go. I kind of thought maybe a bit too sickly sweet, but actually that was really, really nice. It was like very warming, like nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, all of those lovely flavours. That was really nice. The candy one was also delicious as well. Again, that is very sickly sweet. It was covered in sort of like Smarties and, well, not Smarties, but Smartie style sweets.
I reckon that one would be one for the kids, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. But they just look beautiful. And like you said, they're such a good gift, I think. And they come beautifully wrapped. There's like pink leopard print. Gorgeous.
Yeah, and there's gluten-free options as well, which is good. Okay, next up, the plant bar. Drum roll. It finally arrived.
Finally.
Does it live up to the hype? That's what everyone wants to know. It's £2.50, so it's like what, over twice the price of a normal of a dairy milk bar.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Let's go pros. We'll start with the pros first. Start with the good.
Okay.
I personally really, really liked it. It didn't, straight off the bat, it didn't taste like a dairy milk bar. I don't think it was trying to be that either, which I needed to remember because I went into it thinking that I'm going to be eating a dairy milk bar, but vegan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so obviously it's used they use almond extract, and you get kind of like subtle hints all the way through the bar, which I really liked. My favorite was the smooth chocolate one. That was really good, really creamy, really smooth, as it says in the title. Yeah, really good to share as well. However, I would have liked it to have been chunkier, and as you say, it is very pricey considering the size and considering the thickness and whatever compared to their other products.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. I don't want to say that because I was so excited.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just found it a little bit tasteless, actually, the smooth chocolate one.
Yeah.
But, then you kind of really liked it. So I think definitely give it a try, but I wouldn't put this up there as my favorite vegan chocolate.
Not at all. It's as you say, it's kind of, again, kind of like with sort of the McDonald's and McPlant burger. Like, what have you been doing all this time? You know?
Wake up.
What have you been doing?
Yeah, the salted caramel was okay. I was a little bit disappointed, but it's good to have the option. Hopefully they'll keep developing the recipe. Obviously dairy milk's been around for since the dawn of time, so hopefully they'll just keep sort of reviewing it and improve their recipe. The other thing is slightly healthier, something savoury to cut through all the sweetness. And this is the new Merchant Gourmet spiced grains and chestnuts with wild rice and cranberries. I love Merchant Gourmet stuff. Do you have their like chestnuts to make things with?
Yes. Oh my God. I used them the other day. I got this from the Vegan Food and Living website. Please forgive my pronunciation. A mushroom bourguignon. Am I saying that right?
Bourguignon?
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Ooh la la.
Oh la la, French.
Look at you going all fancy.
I know, I did go fancy. It was delicious. So I used those, the chestnuts in that dish. And to me, the chestnuts were the best bit.
Yeah, I love them. They're really good. You can sort of chuck them in the blender as well and ground them up to grind them up to make like a mince. Or I always do a mushroom and chestnut Wellington at this time of year. So I was excited to try this. They're £2 for the pouches, although you often get them on offer. It wasn't quite the flavour I expected. It was quite herby.
So along with the packs, they sent us a lovely recipe. It was butternut squash stuffed with the grains with like a creamy dressing. It was beautiful. It was so lovely. I don't normally like stuffed butternut squash. I don't know why. It's not really like my go-to thing, but this was delicious. And yeah, the grains were just really nice and that give a nice texture.
Yeah, and they're a good source of fibre and low in fat, the sort of grains and chestnuts with the rice. So yeah, I definitely really nice one to get in for winter when you're
definitely.
like cooking in a hurry and you just want something easy. So and they're quite nice the next day, like cold with like a salad or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's move on to the news. Loads of stuff going on. First of all, Lily Cole has said she's 95% vegan in a BBC Radio 4 interview. She's an actor and model. And she says she's changed her diet. I think she was vegetarian before, and she's changed her diet for the environmental reasons. And she just includes some eggs and fish now and again. I found this one interesting because it seems to be the way that things are going, doesn't it? I think when I first started working in the vegan industry, sort of 3 and a half years ago, it was very much, it was a little bit more judgy, I think. You wouldn't have celebrities admitting that they were only 95% vegan. You just...
all or nothing.
It was. And it's changed in such a short space of time. But I think that's brilliant.
I think so. So I think, again, maybe like a few months ago, I would have been like, what's the point? 95%, you might as well just go the whole hog. But I think it's actually really important to remember that not everyone can sustain a plant-based diet because of, income or whatever. Obviously, Lily Cole is very privileged and she can, but I think it's important to remember that everyone doing a little bit is a lot better than a small amount of people doing it perfectly. And even just kind of exploring plant-based dishes like 3 or 4 times a week, like that's brilliant. And I think that's the way that it's going to progress rather than sort of isolating a group of people because they're not solid vegans,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's quite exciting, I think. Another bit of the news, which is really exciting, is that the new mayor of New York City is vegan.
Amazing.
I know, this is so brilliant. When I saw it pop up on the Vegan Food and Living feed, I was just like, yes. So his name is Eric Adams, and he's been vegan since 2016 after he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And he reversed his diabetes. So he wants to spread the message to make New Yorkers healthier. He's also worked on a campaign to remove processed meat from school menus, which I myself would love to work on something like this. And I keep meaning to sort of, I don't know, just kind of look into it a bit because...
yeah, how do you even get into that?
Well, I mean, the Pro Veg work on like I think it's school plates campaign, and a lot of the charities, I think Viva as well has a campaign, and I keep meaning to sort of connect the two, like this, my children's schools with these campaigns, just to sort of flag it up because it's like is it Herrera, the vegan meat boss has come out as saying serving beef at COP26 is like handing out cigarettes at a lung cancer event, and it's so true. It's like, why are we giving our kids this processed crap?
And it's that age that you want to be influencing your children, and that's the time where they're going to absorb sort of like what they like, what they don't like, and that's when you need to be sort of implementing these kind of meals and stuff. And why would you not put their health first?
I know, I guess it's a cost thing, but I've actually...
It is a cost thing.
Yeah, I've just talked myself round to getting that done. I'm literally going to be emailing the head teachers in a minute. Hello, I'm Holly the vegan.
I'm going to change the menu.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just so happy to see someone of with so much influence, being plant-based is brilliant. Okay, story number 3 of today is Sex toys. So, Vegan Toys have created a range of vegan-friendly sex toys that are being sold in Holland and Barrett. They're shaped like carrots, chili peppers, bananas, corn on the cob, and the classic aubergine.
There's also a pickle.
Oh, a pickle. Oh, me and you love a pickle, don't we?
Oh, I love a pickle.
Oh, it's just so funny. I mean, I know we're laughing about this like a couple of schoolgirls. I mean,
I know. Children.
But it's quite a big thing, isn't it? Like it's almost like a self-care trend now, isn't it?
Yeah,
kind of using
it is.
Like self-pleasure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just funny because they're shaped like vegetables, I guess. But
I know.
It's a great idea.
Did you see who shared it as well?
That was it. Yes, I did. Tell us about it.
So this is probably one of my greatest achievements, maybe ever. I wrote this article and the one and only Piers Morgan shared it on his Twitter. I can't remember what he said. I think he maybe said like WTF.
Yeah.
But I poked the bear. I poked Piers Morgan with my vegetable dry fryer.
Wake him up. Brilliant. So did it get loads of coverage then? Because he tweeted it because he's got loads of followers, hasn't he?
Yeah, it did. Oh my God. Who else commented on it? Someone from is it Boyzone? Oh God, he was in Coronation Street as well.
God, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember his name, but he commented on it as well. My claim to fame. Yeah.
I love the fact that by commenting and sharing on it, Piers Morgan actually kind of promoted it. It's like, yes.
He's actually so like, I feel like he's maybe like in on the marketing campaigns, like, because he did the whole, like with Greggs and stuff, when the sausage roll came out. Like, if anything, he just made it more of a trend, you know?
Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I presume anyone can use these, not just vegans, right?
Strictly vegans, I'm
you
sorry.
have to prove that you're vegan before ordering one. Well, you can find them on the Holland and Barrett website. They're £16.95. Right, moving on to our questions this week. So we had a question from Lucinda, who is vegan and her family's vegan as well for just over 2 years. She's got 2 children, 15 and 12, and her and her husband take B12, and they've just started taking a vegan multivitamin. But she doesn't give the kids anything because she can't find a vegan multivitamin that can be given to under 18s. So we put this to plant-based health professional Lisa Simons, who's a nutritionist, and she answered that for us.
I'm Lisa Simon, registered dietitian at Plant-Based Health Online and member of Plant-Based Health Professionals. With older children who are following a vegan diet, as well as making sure that their diet is varied and balanced, it's important to supplement them correctly. So for all children up to the age of 5, they should be taking a multivitamin as per the guidelines. But for older children, so above the age of 12 and 15 as per the question, I don't tend to recommend a multivitamin, but they do need to supplement key nutrients. So B12, vitamin D, especially at this time of year. So from now until the end of March, and iodine, which is also really, really essential. And the best way to do that is to take a Veg1 supplement from the Vegan Society, but because that covers all bases. And it also includes other B vitamins in small amounts, and some selenium as well, which isn't essential, but it's fine to take as part of the Veg1 supplement. And then to make sure that their diet contains enough of the other really important nutrients. So, for example, calcium and iron. So buying things like calcium set tofu, choosing fortified plant milks and yogurts, including chia seeds and flax seeds, other seeds as well, nuts. Tofu also has incredible amounts of iron in there, making sure that there's sources of vitamin C with every meal, so either fruit or vegetables or a small glass of fruit juice with breakfast. And then you may wish to supplement an omega-3 as well. So you can buy vegan omega-3 supplements containing EPA and DHA, and I would tend to recommend between 300 and 500 milligrams. It is an essential, but our conversion rates into the omega-3s from plant foods are quite low. And especially if your diet is high in omega-6 as well, the conversion rate can be quite low. So that's something you may wish to consider as well.
Well, that's brilliant advice there from Lisa. The next question we were sent was on which are the healthiest fake meats, which is a brilliant question because all vegan meats are not made equal, are they?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, I start by saying, for me, the healthiest way of kind of recreating meat would be to use vegetables. So mushrooms and walnuts to make mince, or jackfruit to make like pulled pork, or even mushrooms to make, you can do like pulled mushrooms, can't you?
Oh, I've done the best fried chicken with oyster mushrooms. It's incredible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
So that's, I'd say, the healthiest. Next, I'd say things like tempeh, tofu, and seitan. These are products that have been around for thousands of years, and they were invented as created as meat replacements for you know, Buddhists and cultures that didn't eat meat and that don't eat meat. Seitan you can actually make yourself, and it's not actually too hard. You just need the key ingredient is vital wheat gluten, and I've made it several times. So if I can make it, anyone can make it. Because I'm not, you know, the best chef in the world. But yeah, they are so versatile. I mean, I did yesterday like tempeh bacon sandwiches.
I've still not tried tempeh, you know.
Really? Yeah, you've got to get that. It's got a really good texture to it, nice and firm.
I'm a little bit, I don't know why, I'm just a little bit scared of it, but that's just my own fears. I don't know why, it's just like the bits inside. Again, that's my own like brain. What's the thing when you're scared of holes? Trypophobia.
Don't know. I've never heard of that.
I mean, not.
It's nice, firm, sort of nutty texture and flavour.
Loads of people love it.
You need to learn, you need to know the tricks of how to kind of work with it, I think. Going beyond that, obviously, excuse the pun, Beyond burgers are actually not too bad in terms of, I mean, compared to a conventional beef burger. They're much lower in cholesterol and obviously don't have any hormones from the animals. It is tricky because you're in a hurry, you're in the supermarket, and you just want to grab something quickly for tea. I think always cooking from scratch is obviously going to be better than buying a processed product. What sort of fake meats do you use?
So kind of like echoing what you just said, before I used to be such a nightmare. I would just strictly use sort of like shop bought processed stuff that was just really quick. And I still do that like every now and again, but I have started just using more sort of like mushrooms, jackfruit, banana blossom. On the weekend I made banana blossom crab cakes. It was good. So I used blended up banana blossom and butter beans with some onion, some dill, a bit of caper juice, lemons. It was good. Little Dijon mustard, and oh my god, it was good.
It sounds so good.
It was amazing, honest to God.
I made some a while back, and I used hearts of palm, or you can use artichoke, anything that's sort of soft and very clever. Sorry, carry on.
It is very no. So it's like anything that's got kind of like that fibrous texture to it that kind of can peel away. Interestingly, I seen a post a few days ago, and it was saying about freezing tofu and sort of the process of freezing tofu and then defrosting it it does something to the tofu, and it basically like transforms the texture of it. And there's lots of different meats that you can recreate from the levels that you freeze tofu. Google it. It's really interesting.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to do that because I've got like half a block left in the fridge after I made scrambled tofu at the weekend.
Yeah. Freeze it.
Look. Okay. Thank you, Molly. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in again to this week's episode. Don't forget, we've gone twice a week, which actually Seitan the vegan wasn't keen on. So get in touch.
Yes.
Leave us a review or send an email to simplyvegan@anthem.co.uk. Do you agree with Stephen? You don't like it being split? Or are you happy to have us in your ear twice a week? Tuesdays, it's me and Molly talking food and news and reviews. And on Thursdays, it will be just little old me interviewing big names in veganism, or, you know, people who are at the top of their game. Coming up on Thursday, we've got Matthew Glover. I'm so excited to talk to him. He's the founder of VFC and also Veganuary. So should be a brilliant interview. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help us to continue with the podcast.